the Ravens and Giants are underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Jackson, first play, going to throw.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rita.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones.
Bryant there to grab it.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jump right, Pacino. Other side. Timberland.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Back road. Why shift to Crude? Gold gutter.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Gold, dog.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Returning it, Justice Hill.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Jackson to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
South salad, South salad, South salad, South salad. Apple, 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 apple.
Now Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Half 18, half 18. Flick right, flick right, flick right. Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick-6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Giants 14, Ravens nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's got room. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Ravens nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gold, north salad. Gold, north salad. Up we go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Great, 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 great. Up we go.
Back to throw. Jones rolling to his left. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Gold, goldfish. Gold, goldfish, goldfish. Up we go.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Second and 10.
Great, 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 great. Up we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
In motion, Slayton.
Timberland, 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 Timberland. Up we go.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They find some open field here, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, That's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson will throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will have